Welcome Zoom friends around the world and YouTubers just getting in. Welcome to my locals who are coming on in. We're just going to spend the first 5-6 minutes either in seated meditation or lying on the back and relax, take a load off. Happy, they never said beware the Ides of February in my recollection. So relax, take a load off, easy does it. If you're watching on YouTube for the first time, the algorithm has dropped you off. This is yoga for everybody else, in case you don't happen to be a circus performer or an acrobat, but if you are, welcome. Anyway, settle on in, take a load off, easy does it. Nice deep breath together, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Just fall into the pattern of your breath. You can even fall asleep if you want, catch up for 6-7 years of challenging sleep in a couple minutes. Welcome if you're just getting in, we're on the back. A few more minutes, no rush on a Saturday. We'll do all the things in a few minutes, but for now, no thing. And as you can, direct your breathing down toward your belly button. Welcome if you're just getting in, just settling in. Yoga is the calming or the stilling of the movements of the mind. It's a practice. It takes a couple weeks. Good. Start to breathe into your feeling nature, whatever it feels like to be you. Add breath to feeling, feeling to breathing. Got 2 more minutes. Breathe what you feel what you breathe, melt into the floor. It's good to surrender every now and then. Good, then we'll say the great prayer of acceptance, whether we like it or not. I accept exactly who I am, where I am, what I have, what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, right here, right now, exactly the way that it is. Good, then having accepted the whole bloody lot, we'll take the biggest inhale of our whole life so far, encompassing all of it. And then we'll just dang well release it all and make room for spectacular new things to accept. We'll wiggle our fingers and toes, circulate super extra feel good through ourselves. There's no shortage of that. Arms up to the ceiling, lace your paws, stretch your arms back over your head, ride around in happiness, goofy grin on your face. We're going to employ not taking things too seriously today. Good, ride around a little bit. Good, draw your knees in, roll around on your back a bit, To and fro, ebb and flow, don't you know? Here we go. Good, and the kids roll up together, and we say hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, out there in TV land, this is my one brief acknowledgement of you guys, because I've got a multitude of spectacular humans to deal with live and in person, but like and subscribe, mostly for the cat. And if you're brand new, I predict my number one motto is don't kill the clientele, because it's terrible for business. If you're brand new, just move a little bit. And as I like to say, suit up and throw up, and fake it till you break it. So we're going to start standing. Now, if memory serves, last week we were extra super active, so this week I have no idea. But I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to start moving a little bit. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. So we'll practice a little physics along with our metaphysics. Soft, squishy feet. Great turnout online. Good to see you guys. Friends from all over the world. 3, 2, 1. Now, just close your eyes and stand there. I think one of the 7 great wonders of the world, if I remember elementary school, was the Colossus at Rhodes. So be the Colossus at Rhodes. Your feet span the bay. You stand 200 feet tall. Scan the horizon, eyes closed. All the other 6 wonders of the world are gone. There's only one remaining. That's today's trivia quiz, and you may certainly leave your answer in the comments. Good, we'll open our eyes and arms out. And 1, 2, 3. Did you guys like my poster on the ground out there?
Yeah.
You ever seen those before? I think it's cool to put them on the ground, especially when you forget your staple gun. I am so creative. By the way, if you're watching online here in the Bay Area, next week on Saturday, we're doing an LA Relief Fire donation event. So I think I'll simulcast it, and we could all contribute to our friends in need. And 8. Good job. Now, sink into the floor a little bit, swing my arms. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Slap yourself silly. 3, 2. Now, next time you go to your left, right hand, left shoulder, left arm behind your back. Now, some people have been accusing this class of being yoga for seniors, but it's also for freshmen and sophomores. Bend your knees. Oh, I just got serious Saturday crack. And whoop it over to the other side. This is movements that pretty much everybody can do. There's actually is an owner's manual of life, and these are the movements, but it's way at the bottom of your glove compartment underneath the insurance policies that expired 38 years ago. And release. Inhale up, yogis. Exhale out. Up your back. Poof. Up your chakras. What's a chakra? They're red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Poof. Out one more. Good, I'm gonna lace my hands behind my back. Step out a little wider, get a comfy toe turn out. Bend my knees. If you're crispy in Cleveland or atrophied in Atlanta, this is fine. If you want to come down and put your butt on the floor. If you're hypermobile in Turkestan, come way down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen. Come on up. Release. Place your hand, toes in, heels out. Stretch up. And our inaugural side bend. Inhale. This way. Creak, crack. Good. And up you go. If you're brand new, this is weird. If you're a veteran, it's weird, but I'm sinking and I'm rippling. I'm an amber wave of grain. If you happen to see my t-shirt and it says, "I do what I want," that does not apply to me. There's a picture of a cat knocking coffee off a counter. So he does what he wants. I serve him. Dogs have owners. Cats have staff. 3, 2, 1. Feet together. And up on your tippy toes. Way up. I like to tell inane stories when I'm up on my tippy toes. I'm not sure why, but I was watching a Peter Sellers clip from the Pink Panther. Funniest stuff ever. And Peter Sellers, the detective, is talking to a shop owner and rents his room and then goes over and there's a dog looking at him and he asks the shop owner, "Does your dog bite?" And the shop owner says, "No." So Peter Sellers reaches down to pet the little doggy and the dog bites him severely. And Peter Sellers says, "I thought you said your dog did not bite." And the shop owner says, "That is not my dog." 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Balance with your eyes closed on tippy toes. Open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, lean left. Second side bend. Get bent, as Bart Simpson used to say. Inhale up. This way. Crack, crack, crack. Every day, every week is different. Let's get what we need for this day. Inhale up, reach out, and Shake your arms out a little bit. When I play golf on my golf course frequently, it's like West Side Story, the turkeys and the geese fight. It's pretty nasty. A lot of, and Natalie Wood Goose is singing up in the window, but after they fight, they shake their wings out. They don't hold on to the resentments like humans do. Good. Left foot forward, right toenails. Swirl your heel around. 7, 8, other way. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where the elite meet to sink down into their feet. You guys stay there. My foot is not visible around the world. You're fine right there, Stan, not a problem. Perfect. Good, now I'm sinking into my feet. I like to close my eyes because it's darker. Good, open your eyes, come up and out, right foot forward. Turn over onto your left toenails. 3, 4, I haven't been drinking. Another funny scene from the movie. Other way, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sink in, close your eyes, be a calm and mostly peaceful soul. That's my new mantra. I'm a calm and mostly peaceful soul. Good, open your eyes, regular stance, drop your chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just when you think you got everything figured out. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Falling asleep in public, drop your chin, close your eyes. You're at a cocktail party and somebody's boring you to tears and you're trying to stay awake and you literally fall asleep right in front of their face. And yet they don't even notice, they keep talking. You might as well get some rest. What are you doing at a cocktail party anyway? Good, shoulders. Crack, crack. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up over forward, around and down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, if you're brand new, monkey see, monkey do, primate do, primate see, primate do. And think about it. Other way, 1, 3. The other day I saw the sign that said, don't even think about it. It was the best advice I'd ever gotten. Just don't even think about it.
If only we could do that. Right.
It was a sign above a very rare parking space in a very crowded city. And it said, don't even think about it. So you know what I did? I thought about it. Hello, bright new future. President's Day weekend, my 2 favorites, James Buchanan and Millard Fillmore. Faster, faster. Cup your hands at your heart. Close your eyes. Feel. I don't want to feel. I want to feel somebody else's feelings. Too bad. Good, you guys inhale up, feet together. We're moving right along. I like where this is going. Now I'm going to push the sky up and the earth down. Side bend, third side bend. Up you go. This way. And then we're going to come up. I'm going to step out as wide as my invisible mat. I'm going to put my elbows on my knees. I'm going to drop my head Pretend my head is a bowling ball. My head is very much like a bowling ball. It just has a few more holes. I'm just gonna let my head relax, drain my brain, pull the pin out of my hair. If my back is sore, I bend my knees and support my lower back with elbows on my knees. If I'm feeling super strong, my hands can go flat on the floor and I can yada my yada. Remember, if you're not a Cirque du Soleil performer, you're welcome to be here. Now I'm going to bend my knees, look forward toward my exceedingly bright future. Exhale, deepen. 1, 2. Deepen means more than before. Come on up. Deepen means more than before. Up you go. Grab your elbows. And side, side. Just as an aside, side to side. Going to switch the cross of my elbows. Now I'm going to lean my right elbow behind my head and lean into my right yummy intercostal muscles. Up I go. And all of us here in person, we're going to stretch our ribs. No one's taken one of my ribs to make my wife, I'll tell you that. And up you go.
She'd be perfect.
She would not be as wonderful as she would be otherwise. Okay, I'm lacing my hands behind my back. Now from here, now T-Rex cannot lace his hands behind his back. That's why he's so angry and didn't survive the combat. I can lace. After a while, I can kind of pull my wrists in together a little. There's a little of this, shoulders pulling back, you know? And then I can kind of slide my thumbs down my intergluteal crease, the polite name for my butt crack. And then I'm just going to lean back and put my head on the floor. Just keep leaning back until you get this nauseous feeling. Chest up, be careful, bend your knees. Now, gymnasts, they can lean all the way back and put their heads on the floor. Inhale, come up. It's kind of rare for most people. Here you go. Exhale. So we're done with back bends for 6 more months. Hands on your hips, toes in, heels out. And corkscrew your so many euphemisms. Corkscrew your hips. 6, 7, 8. If you're brand new, this is called Viyayamas in Sanskrit. If you don't speak Sanskrit, it means joint juice in English. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Good. Feet together. Hands above your knees. This is called kinesiology, where you take your knees around in a circle. If you're tight and stiff and crispy and atrophied, little ones. If you're bendy and live and buoyant, sounds like something Inspector Clouseau would say. That is not my dog. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we ain't even chanted Om today, so let's get the molecules in here going, the prana. So if you're a praying person, you can pray. If you're not a praying person, you can have your hands at your heart, but you can close your eyes for sure. Drop your chin, just feel inside. Feel inside the bubble of yourself. What's going on? What's percolating in there? Take a moment. Life is 100 million consecutive moments of now. Every time you pray, you make the world better, even if it's only by 1/4 of a percent, but every little thing adds up. Okay, my arms relax down, left arm goes in front, palms go in. We clap for a beautiful Saturday morning after nearly drowning. Thank God for my ark. Come on up. My cat only let me bring one cat in my ark. Isn't having any more up on the tippies. Stretch up. Okay, for my friends in Germany, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ich bin ein Frankfurter. Drop your heels, lean right, 5th side bend. What's up with the side bends, bro? Inhale up. Because you need to be able to bend both ways in life. Sometimes you go a little left. Inhale up. Good, arms down, step out wide, elbows on your knees, drop your head. Wag your troubles and cares and worries out. Everything's probably going to be okay. Now, if you can bend your knees enough to put your pinky pads happily on the floor, do that. If that's too far away, don't even worry. Bend my knees, look forward. Exhale, I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to feel a little more. And arise up, yogis. If you were here last week, I beat the group up pretty badly. I still feel kind of guilty about it. Exhale out. So today we'll do a little more yin-ish. Right arm in front of your left, palms in. Kaku. Good fix, Dan. Very nice. If you try to do it one way, your arms come off, and it's like, that must not be it. Life is a great teacher, isn't it? I heard a spiritual teacher say yesterday, it's like, sooner or later you got to learn to cooperate with the unforgiving. Stretch up. Some people haven't learned to cooperate with that which is unforgiving. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. Open your eyes, drop your heels, side bend left. It's our last side bend, not forever, thank God. It's just for a couple minutes. Inhale up, side bend this way. Good. Now arms down, step out happy wide, elbows on your knees, drop your head. Wag your head, drain your brain, cool your jets. Now I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to try to bring my booty down to the height of my knees, and I'm going to reach forward for today's squat strength pose. So my buns are being pulled back, my ski poles are forward, I'm dropping my chin, and we'll hold this for the rest of class, 39 minutes. Now, if it's no good, just come out. Use duration as your moderation. If you don't know what moderation means, I don't either. I drove by moderation once, but I did not park. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Chant Om because you're a little short of breath, I would imagine. That makes me feel lightheaded, which I do most of the time anyway. Close your eyes. That signifies the end of part 1. As Monty Python used to say, now for something completely different, but a transition with eyes closed, chin dropped. Connect head, hands, and heart in an amalgam of bliss. Stop thinking. Slow down thoughts. I don't have an off switch. I have a dimmer switch. Good, my beautiful friends around the world and in the room, have a seat. Now, one of the things they left out of the yoga scriptures, and I've read a lot of them, not all of them, but they forced me to do it at yoga school, but they never mentioned coffee once. So I'm rewriting the yoga scriptures. Just waiting for the lightning bolt to get me.
Any second now.
You know, with what I've done, it would have gotten me by now. Okay, now this is called forced meditation, where an irritating teacher asks you to sit on the floor and close your eyes and contemplate your navel. We probably won't do it for that long. A great American businessman met Paramahansa Yogananda in the 20s when Yogananda brought yoga to the United States. And he said, I love your meditation and your spirituality and what you're bringing to the world. Unfortunately, I'm so busy and I run so many worldwide consortiums, I don't really have 15 minutes to devote to meditation, but I sure am glad you're helping everybody else out. And Yogananda looked at the businessman and smiled and said, you're right, you don't need 15 minutes of meditation, you need 30 minutes of meditation. And the guy became an avid meditator. Sometimes somebody has a knack of saying something, it lands in our soul. Why would you waste your time sitting doing nothing when you could you could go to Lowe's and rearrange the nuts and bolts and screws for them. You could just volunteer. Or you could just sit and feel the inside of your skin. Because there's bliss in there. There's gold and then there are hills. Just not at the start. If something feels really good at the start, it's probably illegal. Good job. Now you've meditated for today, so you can feel excellent about yourself. We're going to plant our hands on our feet. And Houston, we have liftoff. Up you go, a little higher. Oh, there's a balloon that floated up to the ceiling. I never would have seen that had I not done this pose. In yoga, you get angles on things you never would otherwise see. All right, come on down. Okay, now some people don't like sitting with their legs crossed, and to those friends I say, you're just going to have to learn to do it anyway. Maybe if you switched it, it would feel better. Now I'm going to pull back on my high how am I doings. And if you're tight in Tennessee, you're going to not be happy coming down. If you're crispy in Cleveland, you're going to be grouchy. Don't force. Breathe. When you run into the sticky places, make friends, send peace ambassadors to the tight parts of your body. Now, if this makes sense, a good deal of what I say doesn't make sense. I'm going to inhale, look forward from my fingertips, long spine. And I've been folding forward for a while now. My elbows come down easily. I'm going to bring my hands to my forehead. And if you can't do this yet, now you know how I feel in my piano lessons when my beautiful piano teacher rips off a sonata or two. I can't do it yet, but I got to keep trying. I just got to keep trying. Sooner or later, we now hold perfectly still for 11 seconds, no movements, not a wiggle. Everything is always working out for us. There's way more going on behind the scenes than in front of the scenes. Next inhale, come on up. Okay, we'll go back to this cross. I'm going external rotation. Thumbs on the outside. I'm putting these back here. I'm going to bring my hands in slightly closer together, not at the expense of dislocating my shoulders. And thence, they escalated their caboose. Trains don't have cabooses anymore. They don't need them, but I need my caboose. And I need my caboose higher. Lift up. Good. Now anti-wrist rotation, feet together, arms out. Good. Now all the in you got, handcuffs, up your back. Poultry in motion, chickens. Now I'm with some of my best friends in the world, and some can get their elbows inside of their knees and some cannot. Does this make me judge them as friends? Only partially. Drop your chin, squeeze your elbows together. We're works in progress. I'm a WIP. I'm a WIP. Good. Now I'm going to let my knees relax down or not. And it's 1968. You're in Golden Gate Park. Somebody has handed you something and you're just watching your hands move around is suddenly ecstatically pleasing. Good. Then they squeeze their knees together. They pull their heels into their bottom. You realize much of what I say is just apocryphal. Try to get my heels into my bottom. I re-wrap a couple of times. Cramp. I'm going to write a book called The Power of Now, and the first page is going to be, you want to get into the present moment, have a cramp. There we go. Okay, now I can get back to distraction. Wrap my elbows around my knees. Now I'm going to float my head up because it's mostly filled with helium. I'm going to drop my chin, and I'm going to be a calm and mostly peaceful soul. Nice view out the window here in Pleasant Hill, California. If you're a billionaire, fly in for our Saturday fire relief event next Saturday, the 22nd. I'll send somebody out to the airport for you. Good, now I'm going to put my left ankle in front of my right ankle, which is a thing. Maybe you can't lift your feet and balance on your bottom. I'm going to grab my feet. My feet are cold. Cold feet. Stretching my ankles. Looking at one of my friends and we're struggling together. Shared pain. Shared pain is decreased.
Shared pain.
Yeah.
It's better than doing it alone.
Truly, indeed. Now, remember we were meditate now. Meditate just means pay attention to something. You can meditate on anything. Good, we'll switch the cross. Now I'm plantar flexing. My ankles they're pretty bendy. Bringing my knees into my armpits, floating my head up, closing my eyes. Always something to get a little better at, always room for improvement. And yet we have to be content at the same time. It's a paradox. I was at a party last night. I met a paradox, husband and wife team. Good, now I'm going to pray with my hands and my feet, and I'm going to apply isometric pressure by pushing in. I'm going to wear my Buddha expression. I'd like to see Buddha's third grade picture. Just wearing that little shirt with the collar and stuff. Buddha's like, really? Me? How did I deserve this? Stretch your legs out. My feet are hanging over the precipice. I'm going to pretend that's El Half Dome. If I ever go up there, I'm not looking over the edge. My life already feels like that. Now, this is called slouchy and grouchy, frisky and risky, perky and quirky, way up, stretch toes open. My feet are 4E feet. I can only get New Balance shoes. Close your eyes. I'm going to come tip you over like in Brentwood. There used to be something called the Brentwood cow. You guys are too young to remember that, but there was a cow in Brentwood, and teenagers used to like to tip it over on Saturday nights. So be untip overable. Relax your shoulders. Your name's Adrian. Good. And relax down. Yoga fists for strong wrists. Plant your fists. Plant your feet. I'm going to bring my feet in closer. And up on your tippy toes. Lift up. It's an uplifting experience. Heels up, kids. Your stilettos, 5-inch stilettos. And come on down. I like balance poses that are on my back. Feet up. Yogis have a name for every pose. This is called Viparita Karan. It's good for circulation. It's good for wodalgia. If you're still at the phase where you can't control your mind, you're subject to endless distractions. Just put a TV monitor on your feet. Good, every week we do the splits, so the legs rip out to the side. If you're brand new, careful. Lululemon makes reinforced yoga pants that actually support your legs in this pose. They actually have a little alarm that goes off if your groins start to tear. I wish. Ankles, 1, 2, free, floor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingertips on the back of our head, 10 crunchies, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Bend your knees, grab your knees, rest your head down. Draw your knees in within reason. Take your knees around in an oval. Ovaltine. Other way. 2 simple human movements when put into an intelligent sequence. Miraculous. Now widen your knees so I can see it. You're brand new, you're very tight. Crispy in Cleveland. This is it. Grab your big toes if you're bendier bears. If you're bendier and bend Oregon, just knees on the floor. This is called Happy Baby. The version with your knees barely in and your head all crunchy is called Colicky Baby. I don't even know what colic is. I have no very little experience with babies. Now I'm going to rock side to side from knee to unhinge my undercarriage a little bit. By the way, this is good for a bun dance. This is a bun dance. You're dancing with your buns, opens up your wallet. Now I'm going to lift my head, Punxsutawney Phil. I'm going to straighten out lefty. I'm going to straighten out righty. My version of straight is different. Straighten out both. Wide, head down, and let's all suffer together, shall we? Yes. And now release your feet back up. They float back up to the sky. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Kiss the sky. And we conclude on our back with 30 more seconds of legs up. We take circulation for granted. It wasn't until, probably just until 300 years ago, they discovered blood moved around the body. I forgot the guy's name. Dutch guy. Bend your knees, roll up with alacrity. Whoop. Thank God I saw that step there. All right, feet together. Now we went to a yoga class and reflexology broke out, so they took their opposable thumbs. Dolphins are jealous, and massage the middle center bottom of your feet. In reflexology, the middle center bottom of your foot associates with the middle center bottom of your foot, for sure. Good. Now, this is fun to do with somebody who's never done it before, is push your thumbs into your feet until you get your attention. Drop your chin. If you're mad at somebody, think about them while you're doing this and shower them with rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies. Everybody has to forgive the unforgivable at some point in their life. It's just a human rite of passage. Sucks. Too bad. You're next. Oh no, you say, I'm all into forgiveness. You first. Okay, now I'm going to take my right knee and fold it over my left. And because I'm slinky and buoyant, I'm going to twisty tie my left ankle over my right. Just kidding. And I think it's pretty impressive just to lean back and Rita Hayworth pose. Betty Grable, Betty Hudson. Now you can lay on your back if you want. You can lay on your hands. Close your eyes, pretend you like it. If you watch the billions of people watching around the world, I've got a good friend named Adrian. I'm not going to use his last name because I don't know it, otherwise I would. But Adrian and I are kind of gritting our teeth, but we're enjoying the experience together.
Yes, we are.
We're feeling stuff we ain't felt for a while.
That's right.
We're feeling areas where we forgot we had areas. I'm going to sing an aria while I'm feeling this area. Good, let's get out of this pickle, you guys. If you're younger than 40 and you're watching this, thanks for helping out. You bring down the overall demographic average age. This folds over. Right ankle is twisty tied. Now, if you're really crispy, you're like way over here on your right, just silently cursing the instructor. You can curse out loud, you're muted. You can lean back on both hands if you want. Now, if you lean back, distortion shows up as compound fractures, foam coming out of your nose, inability to breathe. It's like one of those pharmaceutical commercials. Side effects include every negative thing in the universe. There's one benefit to this drug and 1,000 side effects. Just do what you can. Don't worry about it. Leave the results in the hands of the universe. Good, my friends. Come up and out. Good job. How are we doing for time? By the way, down in the description, I'm selling my new Eckhart Tolle Power of Now wristwatch. It just flashes now over and over and over again.
Some of us need that sometimes.
Do you love your job as much as I do? It's not even a job. My left leg's going out. Can you stick your left leg out? Now grab this. Other way. In the 70s, the goal was to get hip. In the 20s, the goal is to get a new hip. This goes under, and French service from the right. Michael Phelps. And scratch your head up. Good. Now, this is going to go there. Now, if you're crispy in Cleveland, you can't fold your shin under yet, so you can just sit any sort of cross-legged. My foot is complaining of coldness. Right? Now I'm going to teach everybody in the world, all 8 billion of you, in just minutes, how to achieve perfect serenity. Oh. What you do is you bring your right forearm on top of your left. Good. Now, there's two things you can do to achieve serenity. You can be, what's it called? I dream of Genie, and you can go and disappear your enemies. Or you can relax your hands, close your eyes, place the tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth, and stop thinking. This pose is a hieroglyph. It's a prayer. It's called Yogasana. And when your thinking stops, the great yogis of antiquity, they said all problems, dilemmas, situations were movements of the mind. When the movement of the mind was quelled, problems would disappear. Good, now I'm going to open my eyes. I'm going to swim through the blue lagoon. I'm going to grab my right wrist with my left hand, and I'm going to massage my adrenaline delivery department, ADD. I have ADD. Now, if you're crispy in Cleveland, atrophied in Atlanta, you're like, this is miserable. It's going to take a little while. Give yoga like 2 weeks. Fold forward, drop your chin. All that I ask is that you accept and experience what's going on right now. Don't fight. You can die on a hill, just not this one. Good, my friendly friends, come up and we'll move into finishing twist, which consists of bringing this up like this. Tidies can bring their right elbow in front and hold on and make a little twist to the right. Bend ears, left elbow around your right knee. Tuck in my, I'm going to tuck in my internal organs because they were temporarily external there from my spleen was sticking out. Now with my left elbow in front, I'm going to look behind me and to see if there really is somebody chasing me. Martha, is there really a saber tooth behind us? Yes, Martha, there is. Close your eyes, be unusually happy for no reason. Pisses off marketers. You need my new thing. Now, if you're bendier, just take the elbow over the top. Yeah. I'm using my right arm and I'm going to go screw myself into the floor. My head floats up because it's empty. My friends would agree. Inhale and come out of Gordian knot. Feel like $100 after that pose. Caddyshack has so many good lines. Right leg out. Tight in Tennessee, just like this. After a couple of years, you'll be here. If not that, that's fine. Now I'm teaching the whole world how to be calm and peaceful. Watch carefully, world. Like and subscribe first. Left forepaw on top. Relax your mitts. Now watch what I do with my shoulders, world. Lifting my shoulders up, the burden's too heavy, I'm going to break underneath it. Relax my shoulders, chin level, close your eyes. Stop thinking. What? Stop thinking. Just for a sec, it'll come back, I promise. What happens if I stop thinking forever? I don't know. Jesus said you cannot, by taking thought, add 1 cubit to your measure. What's a cubit? Good, now open your eyes, swim toward me. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and massage your cortisol expression department. And repeat after me. Just lean forward. When you feel the sticky place, that's called your boundary, your barrier, your block, your edge. Get to know your edge. Drop your chin. Relax your neck. Now you're folding over your pearl. You're a oyster covering your pearl of great price. You spend a lot of time working on it. On our next inhale, we will come up together. They concluded with a twist by they were desperate in Denver. They just brought their knees in a little bit. They found they could bring their left elbow in front. That was a good start. After a while, their right elbow, they tucked their external organs in, made them internal, and they turned left. Slightly bendier, right arm would go up. There'd be an inhale, followed cleverly by an exhale. Elbow goes outside the knee. And then, just because you're not paranoid doesn't mean somebody isn't chasing you. Close your eyes and ring out the old and ring in the new. Inhale here. Exhale here as well. Come out of twistiness. If you're older than 50, come out of twist slowly. If you're 6 or 7, it doesn't matter. We're gonna inhale for concluding Om. Hands at the heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. In Sanskrit, I'm going to say, Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. And the closed caption on the bottom of the screen says, goodwill, love, and peace to all beings, everywhere, always. Even the people I don't like. Damn it. God, please hate the people I hate. Sorry. Good. Now, the ancient yogis said at the end of yoga practice 3,000 years ago, they said, even in 2025, you could take 5 minutes at the end of class, turn the heater on like I will, and enjoy 5 minutes of blissful, non-bothered nothingness on your back. It's called Shavasana, it's called corpse pose. It's how we conclude. I think it's a swell idea. If you're watching around the world, don't skip this part. You turn your heater on, turn it off. There we go. Now, before airline pilots take off, they go through the checklist because they're smart and competent and brilliant. And when the pilot looks at the checklist, she says, wiggle your legs out a couple of times. Lift your left and right hips, get any dents out of your bottom. Put your tray table in the upright and locked position, but relax your chin. Maybe swallow once, circle your jaw around. And 5 minutes of blissful, non-hindered nothingness begins now. Good couple more minutes of blissful bonus moments. It's good to connect with Source. Now stay in the pose, relax even more. There's that guy's voice from a long ways away. This is a ritual that I like to share with friends, and if you'd like to invite God, Love, Source, Infinite, Nameless in, now's a beautiful time to do it, always from choice, from free will, never from convincing or coercion. That never works. And the invitation can be as simple as, come on in. God speaks every language. Good, if you prayed that little prayer with me, and even if you didn't, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super extra feel good through your body. Your brain will squirt out oxycontin and Percocet. And when you're ready, curl over onto your right side. Take your time, no rush. It's Saturday. Gonna watch cartoons and eat sugary cereal after this. Good, now, this is the harsh rule. Keep your eyes closed when you sit up. Keep the creamy filling on the inside. And yogis have always had a nice way of concluding. The hands come into the heart. And your super intelligence, intellect bows down to the heart. Wow. The head tries to figure everything out. The heart already knows. And all together around the world, they say, Namaste. And as always, I bid adieu, arrivederci, adios, and avita saying to my friends around the world. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Do it for Looney Cat.